Section 65 of English Synonyms and Antonyms. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, visit LibriVox.org. English Synonyms and Antonyms by James Champlin Fernald. Union to Veneration. Union. Synonyms: coalition, combination, conjunction, junction, juncture, oneness, unification, unity. Unity is oneness, the state of being one, especially of that which never has been divided, or of that which cannot be conceived of as resolved into parts, as the unity of God, or the unity of the human soul. Union is a bringing together of things that have been distinct, so that they combine or coalesce to form a new whole, or the state or condition of things thus brought together. In a union, the separate individuality of the things united is never lost sight of. We speak of the union of the parts of a fractured bone, or of the union of hearts in marriage. But unity can be said of that which is manifestly or even conspicuously made up of parts, when a single purpose or ideal is so subserved by all that their possible separateness is lost sight of, as we speak of the unity of the human body, or of the unity of the church. Compare alliance, association, attachment, harmony, marriage. Antonyms: analysis, contrariety, decomposition, disconnection, disjunction, disassociation, disunion, division, divorce, schism, separation, severance. Usual. Synonyms: accustomed, common, customary, everyday, familiar, frequent, general, habitual, normal, ordinary, prevailing, prevalent, public, regular, wanted. Usual, Latin usus, use, habit, wont, signifies such as regularly or often recurs in the ordinary course of events, or is habitually repeated in the life of the same person. Ordinary, Latin ordo, order, signifies according to an established order, hence of everyday occurrence. In strictness, common and general apply to the greater number of individuals in a class, but both words are in good use as applying to the greater number of instances in a series, so that it is possible to speak of one person's common practice or general custom, though ordinary or usual would in such cases be preferable. Compare general, normal. Antonyms: exceptional, extraordinary, infrequent, out of the way, rare, singular, strange, uncommon, unparalleled, unusual. Utility. Synonyms: advantage, avail, benefit, expediency, profit, service, serviceableness, use, usefulness. Utility, Latin utilis, useful, signifies primarily the quality of being useful, but is somewhat more abstract and philosophical than usefulness or use, and is often employed to denote adaptation to produce a valuable result, while usefulness denotes the actual production of such result. We contrast beauty and utility. We say of an invention, its utility is questionable, or, on the other hand, its usefulness has been proved by ample trial, or I have found it of use. Still, utility and usefulness are frequently interchanged. Expediency (Latin ex, out, and pes, foot, literally the getting the foot out) refers primarily to escape from or avoidance of some difficulty or trouble. Either expediency or utility may be used to signify profit or advantage considered apart from right as the ground of moral obligation, or of actions that have a normal character, expediency denoting immediate advantage on a contracted view, and especially with reference to avoiding danger, difficulty, or loss, while utility may be so broadened as to cover all existence through all time, as in the utilitarian theory of morals. Policy is often used in a kindred sense, more positive than expediency, but narrower than utility, as in the proverb, "Honesty is the best policy." Compare PROFIT. Antonyms: disadvantage, folly, futility, impolicy, inadequacy, inexpediency, inutility, unprofitableness, uselessness, worthlessness. Vacant. Synonyms: blank, empty, leisure, unemployed, unfilled, unoccupied, untenanted, vacuous, void, waste. That is empty which contains nothing. That is vacant which is without that which has filled or might be expected to fill it. Vacant has extensive reference to rights or possibilities of occupancy. A vacant room may not be empty, and an empty house may not be vacant. Vacant, as derived from the Latin, is applied to things of some dignity. Empty, from the Saxon, is preferred in speaking of slight, common, or homely matters, though it may be applied with special force to the highest. We speak of empty space, a vacant lot, an empty dish, an empty sleeve, a vacant mind, an empty heart, an empty boast, a vacant office, a vacant or leisure hour. Void and devoid are rarely used in the literal sense, but for the most part confined to abstract relations, devoid being followed by of, and having with that addition the effect of a prepositional phrase, as the article is devoid of sense, the contract is void for want of consideration. Waste, in this connection, applies to that which is made so by devastation or ruin, or gives an impression of desolation, especially as combined with vastness, probably from association of the words waste and vast. Waste is applied also to uncultivated or unproductive land, if of considerable extent. We speak of a waste tract or region, but not of a waste city lot. Vacuous refers to the condition of being empty or vacant, regarded as continuous or characteristic. Antonyms: brimful, brimmed, brimming, busy, crammed, crowded, filled, full, gorged, inhabited, jammed, occupied, overflowing, packed, replete. Vain. Synonyms: abortive, baseless, bootless, deceitful, delusive, empty, fruitless.